Taking the town, Karn. Karn is not impressed. What's up, folks? We're playing some Standard, and we're trying out, kind of just exploring the entire format now with the bands basically soft rotating the format. We're exploring a lot of the older brews we played to see how they fare in the newer, slower format. And this is a upgrade to the Towns deck that I played in 10 New Brews. I think it's actually a pretty sweet ramp deck. Based around towns, you have like the Seed Garden and the dual lands, so on and so forth. Based around towns, but kind of like a colorless ramp deck also. We've got Adventurers Inn and Arid Archways, which can gain a lot of life, and the bounce land is really, really good alongside our untap effects like Spelunking and Wandering Minstrel. So we can play the bounce land untap as like a soul land, which is great. Ramping, UFOing, just putting extra lands into play. This is good with the bounce land as well. This is mostly just an Arid Archway deck, just Arid Archway Spelunking. But we have Travel the Overworld as a payoff for being towns. Draw a bunch of cards. Ramping card draws great together. And then the big one here is Ugin. We got Ugin, we got Bahamut as our big time finishers. So that's the deck. And let's get right to the games. Also, we have Zockerland, the Metropolis. This card's kind of gas. Really good bounce lands. And just a really good threat in your mana base. Just sweet. So I just love Arid Archway. Can you tell? So that's the deck. Let's get right to the games brought to you by Ultimate Guard. Folks, the best in the business when it comes to protecting your cards, whether it is larger, things like the Smart Hive, smaller deck boxes, sleeves, the Katana sleeves, and so much more. Check them out, ultimateguard.com. Wherever Ultimate Guard products are sold near you. Also a phenomenal company and the things they do for the community. They stream the European tournaments. They always have awesome booths at MagicCon. Check them out. The best in the biz, Ultimate Guard partner, and damn proud of it. Let's go. Chat. Coming out at me. We're on the play. And their hand is great. We've got turn 2 UFO into Reach the Horizon into Ugin. Good stuff. Let's do it.
Nice town you got here.
Play the Far Plain Gateway, that classic location from Final Fantasy X. They play Undercity Sewers. So, Dimir Midrange is the new bad guy in the format. Dimir Midrange is probably the best deck in the format right now. It is a short-lived format because it is going to rotate soon, so things will definitely change. But when you remove all the natural predators for Dimir, Dimir comes back out in force. So we got the UFO. We can't quite reach the horizon without an untapped land. We draw Bahamut. So I think we're just going to play... We got 2 tap lands here. Sure, let's play Archway. And we're going to bounce the capital city. And just chill. Not in a huge rush here. Just going to say go. And instead put in a land. We see a Fairy Mastermind. Sure. I'm actually just do this now. I can save Tidebinder. That was dumb. Save a flyer. That was probably stupid. I don't know.
Oh, whoops. Whoopsie.
Take 2 points damage in. I don't think I could. This is actually horrendous. Much more likely to have Kaido than Tidebinder, so kind of dumb. It does tap them out so I can resolve my Reach the Horizon, but that was probably a horrendous play. Forgot the UFO had flying for a second there. Here's Spyglass Siren. Smooth Daddy, we'll discuss that during the break. We draw Capital City. So they have 2 mana up. They could have a counterspell. Counterspell will kind of stink. We can play the Wandering Minstrel. We can't Wandering Minstrel and Reach the Horizon because all of our lands are don't tap for color. It's really annoying. So what's up, Swole? I guess we'll just cast Reach the Horizon. If they have a counterspell, it sucks. I guess I'd rather them counter this than counter my my Ugin. So sure, play land. Then we're gonna play Reach the Horizon. If they go for a counter spade too, we actually have to pay for it, which is kind of gas. No, they have a fairy in play. Alright, so that's fine. So we say go. We're close to casting Ugin. We should draw land on tap next turn. Friends all resub, thanks so much. Man, if that was a the other one, whatever it's called, Phantom Interference, we would have blown them out. But not quite. Get a map. Get a land. It's Verge. Coming in. Alright, so they have 2 mana. We're gonna block. feeling like kind of okay here. These decks usually only play like 2-ish counterspells in the main deck, so hopefully we can just dodge. It looks like they have another counterspell, but put in a land, untap and draw a Clifftop Lookout. Sure, so you can Wandering Minstrel and Lookout. I think I'd rather resolve the Minstrel, so we can use the mana from the city and cast our Lookout. Lookout is actually great here. Blocks really well against this deck. 1/2 reach, get a land. It's a town. Now I get a combat. I get to make a token if it lives. We're doing it.
Nice town you got here.
All right, sweet. This is actually kind of gas. So we just say go. And our UFO is huge. And holding down the fort. An 04 flying blocker for 2 is like not bad, you know? Here's Mastermind. The cast trigger can kill a Mastermind. But now our blocks are great. We should have 2 good blockers. Clifftop Lookout's actually really good against Dimir, which is kind of cool. We see Cecil Dark Knight. Sure. The Dark Knight rises. Where are they? Okay. They can't even attack, right? Yeah, this is sick. So, untap, draw. Second Minstrel. We're going to go to combat and see if they kill this or not. We're not going to attack with anything, so just see if they do not. All right, instantly does the thing. Awesome. A little fearful of a counterspell, but it's fine. No attack. We're going to cast Ugin. Just cast Ugin, cast trigger. We're going to exile a Fairy Mastermind. They might draw in response, but like that's fine, I think. Yeah, sure. So they'll draw 3, we draw 1. It's pretty good, but we draw another Ugin. Yeah, I don't think you just actually can't win. Like, they have a lot of cards, but now you have an Ugin in play. Already drawn a card, so I'm pretty sure we just draw again. They just draw again, gain 3 life. Ugin goes to 9. And we just say go with insane blockers in play. Second Ugin, Bahamut, all the good stuff. This is my town brew, folks. Trying out some standard stuff. First with that follow button, my name is Jim, pro Magic player, commentator, full-time content creator. Hi there, hello, welcome. And hit the button, support the content, do the thing. Where is this Ugin on the Ugin tier list? Very high. It's kind of funny because like I was thinking about Karn Liberated. You know, that Karn. Karn's namesake card. What a joke Karn Liberated is compared to Ugin, right? Like, Karn Liberated can hit land, so I guess it's a little bit more relevant in Modern occasionally on turn 3 on the play or whatever, but this card is preposterous. Alright, so here comes the Reef and the Cecil. Target player mills 4. Cool. Ugin could just take the hit, you know? We could just, like, do this and just take the hit. It's totally fine, I think. And then now we're going to cast Bahamut and just destroy everything. Oh, my God.
I will not die.
Don't do this! Please, don't do this!
Right, hold on. Water Minstrel's dead, sure. Gavin! What's up, Gavin? Thanks to raid, my friend. Hi there, hello. My name is Jim. Pro Magic player, full-time content creator, about to absolutely obliterate my opponent.
Don't do this! Please, don't do this! Get off! Let's get off!
You ready?
Don't do it! Man, don't do it! No, don't do it! Think of your family! Think of your fans! Think of everybody! You got me!
Let's kill this Fairy Mastermind. And let's cast Bahamut. And let's say game!
Game. Blouses.
All right, so that was a pretty clean game, not gonna lie. And Dimir seems kind of scary for this deck. That was great. So we're gonna bring in what? We're gonna bring in probably some like Maze Mind Tomes and maybe Hornlock Whales. Maybe Shaven Iron Crag. This guy's kind of bad too. Get this out. I want to keep a lot of the big stuff. That'd be fine actually. Just do it like this. They're going to have more counter spells, but like we can just kind of push through with the Maze Mind Tome and stuff, so that's pretty cool. Alright, game 2. It's kind of funny how like our UFO and our our 1-2 are like actually pretty great against Dimir, which is a good place to be. This hand is okay. It's not great. We get some towns. No bounce land. Bounce land's like really important for this deck. They double mulligan. Listen, we'll take it. We will take it. We got the Seed Academy, a famous land from Final Fantasy VIII. So I know my Final Fantasy stuff. UFO is great, yeah. UFO is like a card that's specifically really good with the bounce land. I think the bounce land's the really important part of this deck. I've been a big fan of bounce land plus spelunking. I just have not been able to really find a great build for it. And those decks are pretty bad against red, but now that red's got... Hey, there it is, speaking of a devil.
Bingo!
That's our card. Arid Archway, come on down. All right, well... a little bit of a modest, more modest draw here. No UFO. Here's a Mastermind, sure. Pretty good against Spelunking, unfortunately. That being said, we're still going to cast it, so... Reach the horizon. Alright, whatever. Here's Spelunking. And we'll put in, draw Adventurers in. We should put the in, honestly. Gain a little life. They draw a card, sure. They got more threats. Fabloom Trick. Okay. In theory, like, the tempo deck should be good against the ramp deck, you know? But we shall see. Oh my god, I hate this card so much. By far my least favorite card in the format. By such a wide margin, it's actually unbelievable. Alright, so here's Reach the Horizon. We can actually reach twice. I don't think it's gonna be good enough. We can get double Adventurers in, just getting a bunch of life, but just the life is not the proper axis here. Yeah, their double mulligan's all fixed now. I get a green. So we gotta get Adventurers in and... Oh, it's different names too, so... Sure, let's get one of these. And we're going to play Archway. And return this Adventurers in. We're going to cast Reach the Horizon again. Get Adventurers in and another Seed Garden. So the fact that our draw is pretty sweet here, I kind of don't think it matters, honestly. Oh, if I got in blue, I could have cast the Overworld. That might have been a mistake. Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
I mean, they would draw another card. I mean, the thing is, they have infinite cards. That was probably a mistake. I think we're fine, though. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. The problem is, like, just Curiosity is just the most demoralizing card of all time, so... They're going to map. They're going to draw land. They'll probably have a counterspell, because they'll be drawing 10 cards this turn. This card not being, you know... Whenever one or more creatures deals combat damage, such an egregious oversight, it's like unbelievable. Alright, they only got 9 cards in hand. Here's a Cecil. Does this exile? It does exile, but it might just be too late now. Alright, so here we go. Let's cast ourselves a Ugin. Exile Curiosity. Probably too late at this point.
I am the master of
Here's Negate, sure. Alright, so we'll Overworld, I mean.
Stupid tongue.
Yeah. Just like, can't beat 10 cards in hand. Again, just super demoralizing. Yeah. This is a spot where you want to have the old Ugin, you know? The OG Ugin. I can't fathom how he could ever win this game. They're out of draw engine. They have literal 7 cards in their end. Alright, so we're going to play this. And play Ugin. If Ugin were to somehow resolve, we could, like, play another Ugin. Or we could just wander in this draw an Overlord.
one step in the strategy.
I mean, Ugin resolved, like, what's the pitch now? I mean, I think we just plus gain life, play Minstrel. Let's see what we draw. How did that resolve? I don't know. Here's Tiebinder. That makes sense. So here's Tiebinder. Sure. So now Ugin has no abilities. Here's a Wandering Minstrel. And then we'll attempt to go to combat. And they have to kill it before I can go to combat. So if they do kill it, let's play another one. You get a blocker. There's like a slight chance in hell we can win this game, right?
You didn't say the magic word.
Alright, say go. I'd put our, you know, our chance of winning it at like non-zero. Deck does sort of lack a big sweeper. Oh, there are some pretty cool cards coming in the new set. So here's Floodbits Drowner, Tilt. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Uh, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're just gonna block. We got a 4. And they still have 5 cards in hand. We have no sweepers in our deck. We draw an Archway. And we can, so we could, like, play a new Ugin. We're gonna exile. We've got, what, 6 mana left. We could play the Zarkin thing, too. I don't think it matters, though, right? I don't know if we can survive. Flyers. 2, 3. All right, let's kill this, the biggest thing. Ugin resolves. We could actually keep the old one because now it now it has abilities again. It has more loyalty, which is kind of cute. We're gonna gain some life. Draw a card. Here's Fairy Mastermind. Rude. Lookout was actually a pretty good draw. Probably not good enough, but let's play Archway. We're at 7. 2, 4, 5. They have exactly 7. I think we're dead. We can draw 2. Draw 4, I mean. Draw 4. Minstrel. Lookout. I mean, we get a lands, untap, we play UFO. Again, we're really grasping at straws here, but we play the UFO. Oh, it's a call spell, too. Oh, okay, actually, hold on. Hold on a second. So you're telling me there's a chance.
One step.
If we win this game, like, this is the best deck of all time. We're not going to win this game, but again, impossible for them to not have everything because they just drew 14,000 cards this game. So, all right, that's fine. All right, go to game 3. Totally fine. We don't really have a great answer for Curiosity except for Ugin itself. I'm not bringing Amazement Tome is correct, actually. It's good against their counter spells, but not against the tempo part of their deck, really. They probably still need it. On the play. Hand is not great, but I think we need to keep it. Lookout's like really good against them, so. Alright. Turn 1 Cecil is gross. That is like the best possible. Like they need to actually have a clock, you know, and that is the best possible clock. So Ultima is not a very good card. If Ultima worked on EZB and attacks, I think it'd be good. That's like the 5 mana 4/4 flyer, but like turns lands colorless and attacks. Well, Lookout's nice against them. It really is. Hey!
Stupid tongue.
Here's a Mastermind. Block that all day. Sure. That's a bit of a stinker. Still got one Ugin, though. Karn, you're on television. Do you mind? What are you doing, man? Here's Spyglass Siren. We're gonna miss here. Miss in the map. Hit a land. Hit a land. Hit a land. Hit a land. Yes.
Bingo!
All right.
Draw a spell, please. That is a spell, technically.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
Okay. So, I kind of want to cycle this. Just look for a ramp spell. Should play this tapped. We'll cycle on their turn so they don't draw at the mastermind. It's kind of weird because like, we want 7 mana, but like I feel like we need to do something next turn. We can't just sit here. Alright, well, that's probably a Kaido. No, it's Enduring Curiosity again. How about a whale? How about no? That's really odd. I mean, like, it was right not to cycle on our turn because they had Mastermind, but alright, well, here's Curiosity again. Pretty cool. We draw Starting Town. So, I mean, we have Ugin next turn. We have a 2-2. We got a blocker, too. We don't block the Cecil particularly well, but... And we just have Ugin into Ugin. That being said, that probably won't be good enough because I'll draw like 4 extra cards at this point. We'll see. They know we have an Ugin and a Lance. They know it's coming next turn. There's no mystery. Yeah, I think Blot Out is a card that's criminally underplayed at the moment. Blot Out was like the anti-Dimir card. Dealing cleanly with Enduring Curiosity and Kaido for 3 mana is like insane. Meringue River Regent. I don't think we want the card draw side of it. And there are better 6 drops, so I don't think it's great. All right. Okay, so we are definitely going to just like block this. We might just like want to block. Nah, I'll let him draw the extra card. All right. Well, I mean, we'll get our cast trigger at least to exile the Curiosity, but the damage is probably done. They've drawn 4 extra cards already, which is like a preposterous thing to happen. Like, your 4 mana threat drew 4 cards, and now if I answer it, the game's over anyway. That's why I hate this card. Just the feeling of, like, impending, like, I can literally never win, but the game is not over is so demoralizing. Coral! 9-year resub! Damn, Coral. Let's hear it for Coral. The Reef is nasty. That's really tough. All right, well, they're gonna counter the first one for sure. We get to exile the Curiosity at least. So, do they have Tidebinder? Let's find out. They could have Tidebinder the exile.
Insight is vital to success.
Okay. I mean, casting second Ugin gives us 2 exiles. We're putting up a pretty good fight here for what I imagine would be a pretty bad matchup. We got 5 cards in hand. Here comes the Reef. 4, 5, 6. Oh, kill Ugin. Go for Ugin. Oh, they're going for Ugin. They're going for Ugin.
Why won't you die?
Love it. And I get to Ugin again with a bunch of life, too. All right.
Assist.
Cecil flips. New Cecil. Unfortunately, now I can actually Ugin and then play UFO. I need to add the mana, though. That's fine. Here's Ugin. If I add the mana, it's 4, 5. They can still kill the Ugin.
Operation yields. I will put an end.
So they can kill Ugin again if I don't UFO. Oh, I'm sorry, UFO can block too. So, right. Okay, sure. So add the Carlos. Play the UFO. And play the Academy. We have the Adventure for the token next turn also.
It's the power.
So if they have like, they can't have Go for the Throat. If they have Cut Down and Reef, they can kill Ugin. If they can't kill Ugin, we're going to be in good shape. We still have like a big dumb idiot next turn.
One world's butcher is another world's hero.
The UFO also could just kill them. Like, it is +8 for every 3 mana. This is now 16 power flyer. I'm sorry, it's not plus, it's just base power. So I die for 8, but... Poo-poo UFO. Here's the Reef. All attack Ugin. Mill 4 cards. Some hitters. I mean, if Ugin lives, we're like in amazing shape, right? Adventurers in. Okay, let's draw a card. Alright, I mean, that's not ideal, but sure. We can also flip this thing over too. It's 2 to flip this thing. We've got 6 mana and then 2 mana, that works. So you go land. We're gonna need to pain one, so it's fine though. And this just comes into play, it just transforms, doesn't actually cast. Yeah, cast this.
Famous sexy thrilling hero.
Sure. That's... Nah, I can't crew. That's kind of annoying, actually. So, transform as land. We can flip the land, but we can't actually defend. We can still chump block and pump the poo-poo. And they're at 9. We attack with the UFO, put them to 1. I don't think that's a winning line. We should just wait. We can pump UFO on defense or flip over our vehicle. Alright, so I think Poo-Poo UFO just blocks Restless Reef. We should keep Ugin alive for another turn. Name, reset, thanks so much. Mulder! Did you see it, Scully? Did you see it? They're attacking me? I feel like chopping Ugin down a notch is pretty important, but whatever. I'm gonna mill. A lot of lands, cool. Poo-poo. They have Kaido. Must have Kaido, right? That's the equation. They have Kaido. Alright, I mean, we got draws. Best draw is our card draw spell, which we've not milled over yet. We're currently 13% to draw our card draw spell in 2 draws, which is pretty nice, so... Alright, so 17. Ugin's in play. We get 2 draws. Kaido could have killed Ugin, yes. Because I believe it comes in attacking whatever you attack with. So yeah, they could have killed Ugin there. Might have been a mistake.
Whoops. Whoopsie.
Kind of weird interaction. All right, please just draw a frickin' spell. We just draw a frickin' spell. Please draw a frickin' spell. That is a spell, technically. Sure, so...
Open your mind
Right.
to possibility.
Seems to me that what you folks need is a hero.
We can use this eventually to bring something back. It's extremely expensive, though. So, we're just going to play this. We can flip over this land. Doesn't do anything at the moment, but they can stun this. We're still... They can map. Ugin might die next turn, but they also have a lethal thing, potentially, so... Player on Tidebinder. I'd rather them Tidebinder this than the land, I think. 5 is so much. So we want to turn Ugin. Yeah, I'll just say go. This thing comes in tap when it transforms, so... Say go. Kind of sick if we haven't drawn our card draw spell yet, you know? Like, we just have 4 of them in our deck still. 14% to draw.
Control the outcome.
If their map hits here, Ugin dies. This is huge. Map for a land. Yes! It's a good land, unfortunately, but... Ugin might live to see another day here. God, I hate this card! Gonna attack me. Yeah, of course you are. Alright, well, whatever. Alright, so... They draw 2. They now have infinite cards. We have 2 looks. Stop drawing lands!
I've been disappointed by just about everything else in this town.
All right, here we go. We can return a UFO and cast it if we have to. So here we go. Draw a card. I guess I could have actually maybe used the mana from Ugin to
Vital to success.
maybe 3, 5. We could have used the mana to Ugin to buy back an Ugin and cast it. But all right, so we can. We're going to bring back the UFO, exile the Curiosity. And we'll bounce the Zarkaland, whatever thing. Alright. Sacrifice this. So we gotta return. Yeah, Bahamut in there too. There's a Maze Mind Tome. I don't think Tome is better. Just get back the UFO. Get back UFO. Cast UFO. Cast trigger. Exile Curiosity. Unfortunately, we're a mana short of activating this as an actual blocker or crewing. So that kind of sucks. Always coming tapped. We're an Archway. Return Zocker Lamb, whatever. I mean, we're at 17. Ugin's on 8. Oh my god. That's the problem with this deck is like you experience the feeling of them always having it because they just draw 10 extra cards a game, so they do always have it. It's not like they're getting lucky. They just like draw 10,000 cards. This stupid card. Wouldn't mind a spell, you know. 4 cards left. They have 2 creature lands too. Put up a hell of a fight over here. Playing against Dimir makes you feel a monstrous rage. Alright, here's Soulstone Sanctuary. All of our stuff is tapped. What's up, Krusty? Thanks to resub. Thoughts on Sunfall being back in standard? Not for long. Alright, so they can kill Ugin. Yeah, I would have banned 1 card Enduring Curiosity, that's it. That's not true. Alright, so attack Ugin. Attack me. If they have Curiosity here, I'm gonna fuck it.
Spawn more.
The least fun. Alright, we are going to make a hero token. We're at 12, 4, 8. We're just dead. Oh, miserable. Miserable, miserable, miserable. Alright. We're just dead. I mean, whatever, I guess. We can kill Kaido and we just lose. I guess we could draw. We could draw another blocker. It doesn't matter. They just have 10,000 cards in their hand at all times. It just actually doesn't matter. There's just no way they don't have it. So we crew attack Kaido and just like draw a blocker, I guess. Whatever. So demoralizing. I mean, it was a hell of a fight, you know. Probably just have like another Kaido and everything else draw land. All right, whatever. It's fine. All right, GG. I mean, we drew pretty badly there at the end also, but that was not the worst, you know. They drew pretty well, we drew pretty badly, and we still had a pretty close match, so we'll take that. I think I'm pretty impressed with the deck. No, I did not have fun. Thank you. One percentage point against Enduring Curiosity, please. All right, on the play. Honestly, that last match was annoying, but, like, it was a pretty good showing for the deck. Like, we played 3 really competitive games against what should be a not great matchup for us, and we also ran pretty bad, too, so, you know. Not too shabby. Here's a Shivan Reef. Starbuster's talent, sure. It's probably a Vivi deck of some kind. Draw another land. Just play this bounce land. Love to draw an untapped land here, but if we don't, it's not the end of the world. Planisphere. Sure. Izzet prowess players are resilient. They don't give up. They just keep playing their deck. This next turn's probably Lookout tap land. And then we can... I guess we get Spelunking double land Hornlock Whale. There's old Vivi. Spelunking double land Hornlock Whale. I should like that better. Draw. Put a land on the battlefields. Put a land on the battlefields. And just say go. No Monstrous Rage, but Vivi's a pretty silly card. Land 4. Come on down. Here's a planosphere thingy. Do all the things.
This is easily the most rewarding job I have ever had.
Oh, all right. We have Ugin next turn, right? So that's pretty cool. It's a Hornlock Whale into Ugin. Again, a great draw from our opponent, and we're looking reasonable here. Side hand, sure. What's our target with the Lagoon Breach? Probably Vivi, right? Even though we take more damage. Oh, you probably just die, right? We play Ugin, exile, so we take 8. We go to 5. We exile a thing, we probably just die. Yeah, it's pretty... Oh, Vivi got used this turn? Oh, they already used Vivi. In that case... I mean, just exile a token, take less damage, right? Go to 6. That was a pretty good draw. Wait, 2, 3, 4, 5... I can't do math. We cannot cast Ugin this turn.
I suppose you think that was terribly clever.
That's bad. Now we're definitely dead. Okay, sure. We can cast Hornlock Whale. We're definitely gonna die to Vivi though. They're just gonna Vivi talent Vivi. So we can play Whale or play Lookout and then have nothing. Yeah, sure. I think we're just dead, but that's fine. Their draw was pretty insane. That on the play, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Hornlock Whale Ward 2. We're at 8 life points. The problem is Vivi makes the talent insane. Your stock up to... Yeah, they just like stock up twice. Yeah. Probably dead here. Prowess is a deck where you gotta play removal spells. You know, Prowess is exceptionally good against ramp decks. Because they really... Prowess decks... That was why Steel Cutter was so good. Was because typically the answer to Prowess decks is just removal spells. Because if you can kill their threats, they don't do anything, you spin their wheels. And Cutter was the best card against removal spells printed in a really long time, so. Alright. Not a card you can really let live here, so. This is a horrendous matchup. We're going to bring in double Hornlock Whale, and some Sleep Magic maybe. Trying to stay alive, really. Cut the Bahamut. Cut the Stinky guy. We got the Iron Crag and cut, like, maybe one Travel the Overworld. It's a little too slow. And let it ride. Alright, let's try it again. We're on the play. Our hand is... It's not great, honestly. But I don't think we can mulligan this hand. We're going to keep... River's Rebuke is legal and standard. 6 mana bounce solver stuff. It's in Foundations. Is in the on the starter kit or whatever. I think we're gonna cycle this Capital City. Maybe not. It's turn 4. Reach the Horizon. No 1-drop is huge, so there's a Planisphere, sure. I'm gonna cycle this. We're gonna look for a ramp card. We draw a Hornlock Whale. That's tap land. We have double tap land though. It's Starting Town. It's so awkward. I guess actually, Starting Town cares about the first 3 turns. Doesn't care about. So it's not a fast land. So if we were to bounce it and only have 3 lands in play, it would still do the thing, which is kind of annoying. But man, I want to be able to Hornlock Whale this. I'm just gonna play this for this thing. Go. Take the 1. We'll Hornlock. We'll Lagoon Breach. Sleight of hand, sure. No Vivi's also great. So their draw is much more tame this game. Their draw last game was almost perfect. So, although now they have counter spells in their deck, so that's not great for us either. But Lagoon Breach. We have breached the lagoon and sent you back.
I wish I was a hero.
Awesome. Let's draw an untap land, please. We did. We just Spelunking, though, which is pretty good. We can't Spelunking and travel the overworlds. Interesting. Would have liked that Spelunking a little earlier. We have a mana neutral Spelunking, but we can't do anything with it, which is like really, really annoying. Still gonna cast it. Draw a card. So yeah, we're just gonna... actually, we can go Garden Town Draw. That works, actually. Sure, that works. So we drew a way to use it. Here's 4 cards, say go. And now we're like off to the races. We have 7 mana for Ugin next turn. I think Spelunking plus Archway is gas. Oh, yeah, this is great. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, somebody stop the damn match! Enough's enough!
What a green. Bounce this thing. Cast Ugin.
Good lord. Gigantism.
Power. Be your preparation.
Draw a card.
Use food.
Discard Starting Town. Say go. Good luck. Have fun. That's more like it. That's what I'm talking about. Vivi again, sure. We just cast like an Ugin, right? Like, totally fine by me. Wild Ride?
Do a barrel roll.
Okay, sure.
I am disgusted.
All right. I mean, I guess we could just die here, right? Oh my god. It shouldn't take much to kill us, so... Yeah, just one more spell. Literally any spell. That's gross. I mean, again, this is like worst possible matchup. Like, this is like the classic, you know, this is what Prowess does. It beats the crap out of decks that aren't interacting. But with Dimir and Golgari being so popular, they probably just beat the crap out of his deck. So, very Very similar. So kind of a bummer where like I feel like our deck is working really well, and I've been very impressed with these matches so far, even though we're 0-2. Like feel wise, I feel like we're doing pretty well. So unable to scream is bad because I mean all those cards were just kept the counters, but this hand's dope. Let's keep this. Yeah, losing on the scoreboard, winning on the vibes though. Forest Llanowar Elves. There you go. That's a classic. We got turn 2 Minstrel. What are they up to? Seraphic Steed. We draw Poo Poo UFO. That's great. Poo Poo! From Final Fantasy VIII. This is a pretty damn good draw. Our opponents are real, like, this is like on the play, like the actual stones again. Alright, I mean, our opponents are really doing it. Like, that is some start. We kind of just can't do anything. Three, 4, put in a land.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
Right. That's quite the curve out. What does this deck lose? It's just, alright, yeah, I mean, that's fine, I guess.
Spawn more overlords.
I'll tell you, I mean, this is like, our opponent's draw could not actually be any better. So, I think we're dead. Gonna be a classic feel-good 0-3. I mean, yeah, that's looking like it might end up being that, but... The problem is without, like, a sweeper, it's kind of tough. Alright, so... Yeah, we're just... I mean, we just can't beat 45 power on turn 4. Alright, we'll go to the next game. I mean, there's no way they had that draw again. They're also not going to be able to play this game, so that's fine. They're just like green-white aggro stuff. Let's bring in 2 whales. And shave... Maybe, you know... Overworld seems really good. It's just hard to cut this card. Let's cut the shitters. Just cut these cards, whatever. I don't think I want Sleep Magic. Let's try this. Chat wants to know my thoughts on Spider-Man cards not being a Magic Online or Arena. I think it's terrible for Wizards, but awesome for me, because I just am going to enjoy it more that way, so... Alright, we can keep this. It's not great, but... You're starting down.
Stupid tongue.
Aetherize is not a great card. Alright, so we're just going to play the Archway. Bounce the town. And we have Spelunking. I mean, no, they're on the draw. They didn't have a 1-drop, so we're already, like, 2 turns ahead of the last game. So, Invasion of Yo Gabba Gabba. I mean, take Spelunking. It's, like, fine. We should have Horizon into Ugin. Sure. That's a good draw. We like that.
Bingo!
Froggin. Let me find another Archway. That's a little awkward, but honestly fun. Summon Leviathan. That's an interesting one. That's definitely an interesting one. Leviathan bounces the Lookouts too, which is kind of cute. I can see that being... The double blue is a little tough, but... Steed. Yeah, this game's actually already over. Like, so... We just play this and play Reach the Horizons. And we get... Definitely need some colored sources, I think. I think Adventure... Yeah, let's get this in the Adventure Land. Let's get both of these. 2, 4, 5. We have 7 mana for Ugin next turn. Like, the game's just actually just over, so... Yeah, maybe the Summon Leviathan's like the answer. That's a pretty good one. Maybe this could be a sideboard card too, but they're going to attack the invasion. Can't just block. And they just have Stone Cold Nothing. 4 mana, say go. Sketchy. 2, 4, 5. I'm just going to cast Ugin. Get Mana Tithe. Exile that. Even... Okay, that is an actual counterspell. Sure. So they've plotted my Ugin, which is fine. I just cast Ugin for 2 next turn. Then we're going to play the Archway and bounce.
Flows as easily as water.
I would like to have access to... So 2 mana Ugin next turn. Yeah, whatever. Just play this and bounce this. Still at 19, like... We have to cast it again, too. Yeah, this is gas. This game's over, folks, yeah. I think it, barring, like, an absurd draw, we should be okay. Yeah, that's absurd drawing anyone. Here's Invasion. They flipped Invasion. Sure. We cast Ugin. They use Invasion, or they lose their stuff. Ugin costs 2. Try and exile this. Alright, so you're gonna sack the thing, sure. We
Our goals
play
align, so you
Spelunking.
have my aid.
Draw. UFO? No. I love draw UFO, but it's fine. So we have enough mana to Lagoon Breach. I haven't actually used the Ugin yet. That's true as well, sure. And I can't... Alright, that was probably a bad tap, whatever. So we just have Lagoon Breach on their turn. This costs 3. So I can't overroll them and Lockwell, it's fine. I think we're just in great shape, so... Sheltered by ghosts. Target Spelunking. Okay. I'm gonna try and get my Spelunking back if that's okay with you. I got mana to spare.
Do a barrel roll.
Alright, so we'll just need to not die. Just not have them curve 1 to 4 perfectly on the play, and we'll be okay. I think I want Sleep Magic on the draw. Let's bring in 2 Sleep Magics. Let's shave, like... Let's shave... an Overworld and a Minstrel. What do we got? We're at 28 lands. You can maybe shave a land. Maybe shave the Eden. Let's save land. Let's keep the Overworld. Let's try this. Maybe we can put the Ironcrag back in, actually. Go a little faster. Sure, let's do that. Definitely want to win this one. Double Lookout, and sure, this is good. I like this. No 1-drop. Praise be. And no 2-drop. This is Gobacon's whatever. Like, it's all about pressure, so. Take my Horn Longbow. Sure. So we'll just play. Tap land, Sega. I mean, they have Aven Interrupter. I don't think I cast anything here. They just, like, so obviously have Aven Interrupter that... Well, I guess we would just end up plotting it. We play Lookout, they interrupt it. Then next turn we can blow Spelunking Lookout for 2. That's pretty good, actually. Sure. Whatever. Cast Lookout. Like, they have interrupt here 100% of the time. Just not...
Poor predictable.
It's not possible it could be anything else, so...
Rock.
But that's fine, I think. Because resolving Spelunking is more important. Collector's Cage, sure. Long way to go on that one. They can flip Invasion to Gobakon, but, like, whatever. It's fine.
Good old rock. Nothing beats that.
How many sound bites? A few. Alright, so we are going to cast Spelunking. We're going to draw a card. We're going to put in Far Plane. Adventures in. Cast Lookout for 2. We need to draw, like, you know, a something here. But I would say we're in pretty good shape. Hey, that's cool. We found the Archway, which can return... Oh, this card, right? Yeah. Alright, cool. Then we'll say go. I'll probably just cycle this city, too. Yeah, 22 life. I think we're off to the races here. Barring, like, 2 bodies in 1 and a good Collector's Cage. So the exact thing I just said, sure.
Yep.
Sheltered by ghosts.
Yep.
Okay, sure. So that could have been worse. That means that their cage card's not very good, probably. Sure. Alright, cycle this. Reach the horizon. I mean, now we're like... We have basically infinite mana. Oh my god, dude. Just draw a spell. Alright. We're going to reach the horizon. We're going to get an inn and like a Seed Academy. You can flip the Seed Academy. Could also 6 mana Lagoon Breach if we have to. They still have this invasion though. Alright, so it's in Seed Garden, I think. One, two, three, 4. Okay. Play Lookout. Do have kind of a preposterous amount of lands, but reveal it to be a land. It's a starting town. So I can flip over my Seed Academy, which is cool, I guess, but... Alright. Problem is, we don't have any good blocks, and they have pretty good attacks here. They have a Prairie, too. I'm also getting the feeling that this cage card is another interrupter, which is pretty bad for us. So, can I afford to lose my Lookout? The Lookout crews the bomb thing, Blom thing. Whenever it attacks, you draw a card. They're mostly in the air, which is kind of a big problem. I think I need a block. Yeah, I think Summon Leviathan's the answer. What's up, Joe? We take 9 here. I'd be dead. If their last card is Interrupter, like, I guess they got us again, you know? What are you gonna do? We draw Travel the Overworld. That's pretty cool. The deck doesn't really work as 3 colors because the colorless lands are all so important. Alright. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 2, 4, 6, 7. I mean, Ugin, make mana, cast Ironcrag. If this is interrupted, we lose, but whatever. We could also, we can't target their stuff with this. They have the array. I think we're just dead. Okay, I think we're actually just dead. What a frustrating set of games. All right, sure. Here's Ugin. We target the Evangelist. I could target the Shelter by Ghost, I guess. Maybe that's better. I don't think it matters, but let that happen, sure. But they have another interrupt and we don't. All right. So you're telling me there's a chance. Probably can't win, but add the mana. Cast Ironcrag, target Shelter by Ghosts. Okay. Get a land.
Success.
We hit a Archway. Bounce Adventurers in. Replay Adventurers in. I mean, I feel like we're gonna lose. Maybe this is just a land. 6. So now we have 2 blockers of flying. If we untap it, gets Bahamut. We're like in pretty good shape. Here's the Cage. All right, here's Cage. Here it comes. The Cage is another Evangelist. They have the Prairie too. All right. I mean, I know we went 0-3, but I do feel like we had some pretty serious good things going on. What does everyone think? Was this a soft 0-3 or a hard 0-3? Like, our opponent definitely hit their spots this game. I feel like our opponents hit their spots in all of the games, but yeah, sure. All right, sure. Let's go to our stats. Yeah, like, I mean, all the matches were super close. This is like a second draft of this deck. Our opponents hit their spots for sure. Prowess is a heinous matchup. That matchup's whatever. Like, the Dimir match was super winnable, as was the green-white one. I think that Summon Leviathan is a big card. That's a card that could give us that sweeper we're looking for. But like the engine of like, you know, Spelunking, Reach the Horizon, Clifftop Lookout, Poo Poo UFO is really cool. The Ugin. Finding the right interactive card is pretty important, I think. You know, maybe Bahamut's not necessary. Maybe the Ingus is not necessary. Try the Leviathan. Maybe she have a land. But yeah, I don't know. Definitely cool stuff. Definitely worth working on. And it might be good. Post-rotation, when 5 sets leave and 1 set enters, the format should slow down a lot too. So, I don't know. Interesting stuff. So, more to go on stream. You two folks, love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.